You need to unlock your mind to become powerful. Now, I'll say this because everybody's trapped by their own mind. Their mind is keeping them in the prison and a cage, but it seems like many people don't even want to escape. And the reason I say this is because most people think thoughts which captivate them and they dwell on those thoughts and think thoughts which they can't even stop from coming inside of their own brain. So many people are stuck on a thought which has been given to them by the enemy, and they seem to not be able to control their mind or their thoughts. But the second you start to unlock your mind, you become more powerful. This is why you need your mind on your side. Your mind is your number one ally, but for most of you, it's become the enemy. And I can say this and tell you this, and I can run this as a thought experiment. How many times did you doubt yourself? How many times did you skip a workout when you knew you were supposed to train? How many times did you skip doing what you knew you were supposed to do? How many times? This is your own mind. For most of you, your mind has become the enemy. Now, to unlock your true power, your true potential, you genuinely need to unlock your mind. Your mind needs to be on your side. Because when your mind is on your side, reality becomes very, very moldable. Very, very moldable, very, very malleable. Because you need to understand that your mind is the seat of will and brute force. You could will yourself into doing anything. You can will yourself into starting a business. You can will yourself into making more money. You can will yourself into becoming more powerful. You can will yourself into gaining more respect. You can will yourself into anything once your mind is in your control. So this is why most people need to understand that their mind can even be in their control. Most people think thoughts that do not serve them. Every thought I think inside of my brain serves me. And if I don't have a thought that serves me, I get rid of it. See, most people can't even do that. This is why I talk about external enemies and internal enemies. You have to defeat the internal enemy first before trying to defeat the external enemy. Most people keep wanting to talk about the matrix, defeating the matrix. Well, first thing first, you haven't even defeated your own psychological defeats. You need to defeat what's internal first. That means you need to get over every self-doubt, every limiting belief. All of these things needs to be starved from his power. Now you're about to get me started. All these things need to be starved from his power. There's a power source inside of your brain that the thoughts stem from. But if you consciously choose to think the thoughts of which you want to think, that's how you unlock your potential. Or even when these bad thoughts come, you can starve it of its power. You can laugh at it. You can turn it into a joke. You can see, every time defeat come in my mind, anytime doubt creep into my mind, I laugh at it and I'll starve it of its power. That's what you need to do. Now, to unlock your potential, you just need to listen to what I'm telling you in this video. To unlock your powerful, to unlock your power and unlock your potential, you genuinely need to just unlock your mind. That's it. The way that you defeat these self-limiting beliefs and this self-sabotage is to genuinely starve it of its power. Whenever these thoughts arise and try to steal your power away from you, just say no. I'm more competent than that. I am capable. I am worthy. In fact, I am strong. When your mind comes to your mind, when thoughts come to your mind and say you're weak, you need to sit and say, I am strong. Even we know this throughout dawn of history. This the dawn of human time, 2,000 years ago. There was a book written, and it says in it, "Let the weak say I am strong." That goes into words. Your words are powerful. Thoughts are words. Think about it. When you have thoughts inside of your brain, it's words, communication. That's why I say a lot of men need to learn how to speak as well. But the communication of how you communicate to yourself mentally or even out loud determines how you will act and determines the actions you will undertake. So you need to switch how you talk to yourself. Most of you talk to yourself and allow these thoughts to hold you. You need to sit and say, no, these thoughts can't hold me. These thoughts have no control over me. These thoughts have no power. In fact, I'm powerful. I'm brave. I'm more capable than, and stronger than ever before. My life is fantastic. Everything I do, I succeed. You need to start to tell yourself these things. And I want you to understand something because it's not about affirmations. Forget that garbage. Because most people, I do affirmate. I do pray. What, for 5, 10 seconds a day? You affirmate for 10 seconds? 10 minutes max? That's it? You listen to one affirmation video? That's it? No, you need to think like that all the time. Until your mind switch, you will forever stay stuck. It take development to switch your mind. Your mind has to genuinely go from weak to now only thinking thoughts that serve you. My whole mental mainframe has switched. My whole mental mainframe has been designed specifically to make me as powerful and as competent as possible. And if any thought comes inside of my brain that doesn't align with it, I get rid of it. So you need to start to develop that. You need to develop a mental mainframe inside of your mind that only allows you to think powerfully. This is where everybody mess up. They start to become victims to circumstances. Oh, it's this fault. Someone did voodoo on me. Somebody did this. Somebody did that. That's victim mentality. You need to break out of that garbage now. You need to blink and cure your brain. The second you feel yourself being a victim, you need to blink and cure your brain and shift your mind. You need to blink and renew your mind. The Bible said it best. You need to renew your mind. Your mind has to be renewed. Once your mind is renewed, you start to look at life in a total different aspect, in a total different plane. You start to drop your limitations. Now, a lot of people will, oh, well, how do I drop my limitation? Well, you just have to drop it. You have to go down the pathway of trying. I genuinely believe if you seek that, you will find it. So after even listening to this, you may still even question, well, how do I do it? I'm telling you how. You just genuinely have to make the decision inside of your brain. And you need to be consciously aware of every thought that comes inside of your brain. And when the thoughts arise, you need to bring it down. Take every thought captive. It tells you that. Take every thought captive. So if you really want to be powerful, if you really want to have potential and unlock your potential, if you truly want to be successful in this world, you first going to have to conquer your mind. Anybody that's not trying to conquer their mind, you need to ask yourself, what are you even doing? What are you just a feather in the wind. Whatever somebody tell you, you take it. Whatever the internet show you, you take it. Whatever happens in life, you fold. I can't stand it. I can't being around it, and I refuse to live as that type of person. There's a lot of people whose minds are so weak that they don't even try to figure things out anymore. The second things get hard, they're distraught. Oh, I don't know what to do. And they just shut down. This is garbage. It shows the lack of mental competence. So you need to get out of cowering before your circumstances. It says, behold, I have given you power. I've given you power over all these things. So if you're still cowering under your circumstances, which happens, that shows that you're allowing your circumstances to define you. And that's how you get stuck. So you don't want to do that. Most people are trapped by their own mind because they don't understand that they can consciously think thoughts or they can consciously have power over their circumstances. Because if you have power over your thoughts, if you have power over your mind, you now have power over your circumstances. Well, Bream, how? Because if you can sit and say, I want to get up and go get a cup of water, you can get up and go get a cup of water. Okay, now start to incrementally take that up a next step. Okay, now I want to sit down. I want to learn how to make money. Now you sit down and learn how to. Now I want to learn how to take control of my mind. Now you sit down and take control of your mind. This is how it works. Everything in life can be solved with brutal willpower. That is all it takes. And your mind is the seat of will. Your conscious mind is reasoning will. And your subconscious mind is the past reasoning will. So that means anything you sit down and reason, and you start to think about long enough, and it gets sent to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind execute. This is why people ask me, Prim, how do you be working so much? How do you put out so much work? Or how do you do this and make it seem so effortlessly? Well, it's because I program my subconscious mind. Once I start to individually send thoughts to my subconscious mind to purport and execute, everything becomes easy. Just like how you rode a bike when you was little. You rode a bike so many times to the point where it's now effortless. You don't have to think about it. Driving a car. You drove a car so many times that it starts to now become effortless. And that is how you need to approach everything. As an absolute professional, you need to control your mind. If you can't control your mind, you can't do anything in life. Because when bad things happen, you're a coward. So you need to sit and question yourself. Can you take control of your mind? Will you take control of your mind? After doing this, after listening to this, will you take the necessary actions to control your mind? Now, someone may ask, oh, how do I control my mind? Take your thoughts captive. Take your thoughts captive and actively think about things that will give you power. I will sit and tell myself I'm powerful and strong and brave and courageous. Most people sit and like, oh, why? I can't do that. Why? You can't tell yourself to think something. You can't force yourself to think something. But you can sit around and think about that bitch all day who's ignoring you. You sit and think about her all day. You got time to think about her all day. And she haven't texted you back in years. But you got time to think about her. But you can't think on your own thoughts inside of your brain, which give you power. So you need to start to question, what are you even doing if you're not taking control of your mind? Because if you could take control of your mind goes to every aspect. That's why they say your mind is the greatest asset you have. That's why they say that, because you can take it to business, you can take it to women, you can take it to finances, you can take it to anything, any area in life. Your mind is going to be a critical component. And this is why I can go to any area of life which I haven't even developed in. People know, oh, Preem, I gotta go against Preem. They know my mind. I can't even play. It's my first time ever even doing it. But they're like, oh, Preem. They know my mind. So once you do everything that I said in this video, your mind starts to unlock and you can actually see your potential. Now, your true potential is being able to do things in life with sheer brute willpower. Most people can't even use their willpower. So when it also ties into people being trapped by habits. Any habit that I do, I consciously do it and I consciously know I'm doing it. But when people come to me and say they can't stop a certain habit or they can't stop a certain thing, I just sit and think, well, how fucking unlucky you are. Because I can't imagine living an existence of not being able to stop something. Oh, it's hard to stop this habit. Really? You mean to tell me you can't stop yourself from eating food? You can't stop yourself from jacking your cock off? You can't stop yourself from scrolling internet garbage? All I have to do is consciously blink and cure my brain. Any habit, any bad habit people want to say, I can just cold turkey and blink and cure my brain. I know it sounds funny. I know it sounds like, oh, he's transcended beyond human measurement. Perhaps I have, because I can't figure any habit, anything in my brain. I refuse to allow it to control me. And that is the mindset you need if you truly want to unlock your potential. If you truly want to become powerful, if you truly want to unlock your mind, you need to sit and say, nothing controls me. I control my thoughts. I control my reality. I control every single thing I do. That is the mind you need. And that is what you need to start to say to yourself. You know where to find me. The link is in the description, t.me/Preem Operations. That's where you can join us, only for those who want to win. That is the winner circle. Most of you who are losers, who don't understand this message, just stay where you're at. I don't want you inside the free Telegram because I don't like weaklings. I don't like people who can't control their mind in there. So once you do this and you do everything that I told you, your mind will unlock. And if your mind is unlocked, you will join me and you will be inside a free Telegram, t.me/Preem Operations. The link is in the description.